Well, it's not hard to see that these drivers filed up in their four-wide formation. And with 24 cars tonight, we have a nice divisible number to make even rows throughout. So from turn number 4 to turn number 1, everybody needs to stand up. Come on, and not enough people standing. Let's have some fun. The wave lap for the Patriot Sprint Tour. Wave a piece of food and get these guys ready to go, and girls, for 25 laps. And get that pace truck moving, because a nice fan out session about to take place as they clean out the engines one last time. I say we just bring them to green right now. Four-wide start would be quite interesting, but the pace truck gets in and they will clean them out in a two-wide formation. Well, it would be interesting, though, to see Hodek or Bergeron or Patrick go to victory lane. Guys, maybe you don't see it on Ohsweken victory lane. In Hodek's case, you never have. Winged Bean and coming to Dale Schuneman's green out of turn number 4. Patriot Sprint Tour ready to go full bore as they wait for that first chalk line. No firing until they get in the box. They're there, and we're green.
The A-main is underway as they rumble, bumble, stumble down into corner number 1 with Alain Bergeron grabbing the lead, but the juice shoots to the outside.
But not enough. Bergeron hangs on to the race lead. Throwing it in hard, though, up on the top. Zimbardi looking to lead lap number 1. He won't do it, but Bergeron has company for the race lead.
Bergeron on the bottom, and here comes Zimbardi on the outside line. He gets some momentum, but it seems to dissipate as he comes off the second corner.
Bergeron stuck right on the rail, a place he likes to venture early in an event. Zimbardi in the lead here on lap number 2.
Put the juice to the top of the board, but Bergeron sticks strong on the bottom side. Hodek right now in 3rd, and last year's winner, Jason Barney, in 4th.
Well, no surprise to see some of these names. Hodek's got a pretty good car up on the top, but I thought he would move down to the inside rail. That's what Barney's banking on right now, that the track's going to come in later in the run. 3 wide for 6th.
At the front, the Juice, Jared Zimbardi is your leader. Extreme lines here. Juice on the top, Bergeron on the bottom, and Hodek closing the gap on 2nd.
Yeah, no question about it. Hodek may put himself back into that runner-up spot very quickly. If not now, maybe in the lap traffic. I like this little 3-wide battle off at turn number 2, though. Mitch Brown runs in spot number 6. Steyer's up on the top. Steele right behind him. Then Adam Zach in a 3-wide scramble behind that.
The leader will be catching lap traffic here in about a lap and a half, possibly, as Corey Turner, the first car in line. Hodek into 2nd, running that top side groove. He'll work by Alain Bergeron and put Bergeron back to 3rd. It's Barney in 4th and Kyle Patrick 5th.
You know, Greg, when you get a field like this, the lap cars are basically a product of missing the setup. I see some drivers that are stuck to the bottom, and that's not necessarily the place to be. Hodek into 2nd and going after the race leader.
Yeah, Hodek is gaining a ton of ground each and every lap, and he is there now as the leaders work through lap traffic. They dispose of Corey Turner. Next up is Justin Martin and Keith Dempster.
And Hodek might have this lead out of turn number 4. Zimbardi gets slowed down. Well, he won't have it off of 4, but he's going to try something into turn number 1.
Here they are, nose to tail. Zimbardi running that high groove. Justin Martin is right where he wants to be, so this may slow the leader up. Here comes Hodek. He's right there in the tail tank.
Looks down to the inside, and Dempster very slow on the bottom, but Zimbardi will split him, but he can't clear Martin. Here comes Todd Hodek for the lead.
Great run off of corner number 2. He'll slip by Keith Dempster. Zimbardi goes down low. Todd Hodek will line up.
Wow, he rode that thing right through the middle and just killed his momentum. I don't think Hodek's going to want to go back through there next time.
He'll have to try a new way around Justin Martin, this time off of corner 2. Zimbardi is your leader. Martin, the lap car right in front of Zimbardi and Hodek.
Maybe hard to watch right now, but the 3rd place battle is a 4-car scramble as Bergeron's on the bottom and has company. Zimbardi gets slowed up. Hodek to the inside. Tries the slide job, has the lead for the moment, and Zimbardi knows who his dance partner is.
Yeah, Hodek to the inside. Whoa, close call down in corner number 3. Zimbardi shoots back by. It's Hodek and Zimbardi side by side the line. The Juice leads that lap, and look who's in third.
Well, you look at Zimbardi, he's won over 20 races in his career. Haddock, none in the sprint car career. And you wonder if that experience is going to start playing in now, knowing how to play defense. Haddock goes down to the bottom rail, though. Zimbardi's way up top, but there is no bite off the bottom of turn number 4 right now.
The man catching the top 2 right now is last year's winner, Jason Barney. Yep. He's running down to the inside in 1 and 2. He's been running high side up in 3 and 4. He's caught the top 2, and so have Kyle Patrick and Glenn Stiers.
Well, that's really the key to victory, isn't it? Is Chris Steele looks like he's going to go off. If you're running the top of turn, or the bottom of 3 and 4, you're dead. The bottom of 2, though, yeah, you can find some bite, and Haddock might have to learn that, or next time he's going to be back to 3rd.
The winner at Humberstone on Sunday, Chris Steele, pulls the 80 car off onto pit road, so he is done for the night.
Boy, Stiers tried a wicked slide drive on the lap car of Martin. It did not work as he is side by side with Bergeron for spot number 5.
The leader in corner 3, up in that high groove. Jared Zimbardi, Todd Haddock running 2nd, Jason Barney in 3rd, Kyle Patrick trying to make a charge at 3rd.
Right up on the rim goes Todd Haddock, and Barney missed his mark a little bit off of 2 there, and you can see Haddock starting to pull away. Patrick reeling in Barney for 3rd, tries a very late entrance of a slide job, and actually shows the nose for that position.
That time by 0.2 of a second gained by Todd Haddock in that 2nd spot, so he's not going away. It's a little loose there off of corner 2.
Yeah, but amazingly, time is running out as Haddock has almost got that car pointed straight through the middle of the corner, keeping all the speed built up that he can. And there's Jamie Turner right in front of Zimbardi, right in his line.
So your leaders work down the backstretch. Jamie Turner, as you mentioned, the next car a lap down in front of the leader, Jared Zimbardi. As they come off of corner number 4, Zimbardi runs out of room, dives down to the inside.
And if he can't clear him through here, this could be a real problem for the Juice. Haddock with a full head of steam. And lap cars, and we got a yellow. Caution's out. That'll be interesting.
I thought we were going to do it 3 weeks in a row. Our last 2 went green to checkered, set 2 records for 20 lap features. Tonight, 25. We almost made it 3 20-lap features in a row there. We were 1 lap short of that, but we are going 25 here tonight. Nonetheless, great racing between the leaders. And, Rich, you said that lap cars are at the back on the restarts.
That's
that
correct. Under Patriot Sprint Tour rules this year, we don't like the double file restarts. Some groups are going to that. But we figured if we take the lap cars out of it, that'll make it interesting. And there were going to be a pair of lap cars that now get shuffled to the back of the group. Justin Martin was one of those lap cars that went around. 6 laps left to go. And I don't know if that was a good break for Todd Haddock or not. I'll tell you who it could be a break for is Jason Barney. Line or else that's when we throw green. No pass until the orange cone. You guys know that deal. So again, this restart going to be very critical, and you'll see some drivers potentially throw it in there a little bit harder, and especially in 3 and 4, we've seen drivers get loose. Will that continue to happen here? 6 to go.
And they get back on it. Todd Haddock looking for his first career sprint car win. He's right there. It's within grasp, but here comes Jason Barney down to the inside.
A slick move by Jason Barney, and you have the winner of this event in the last 2 years in the top 2. Stiers is going to look for 3rd, and he nearly lost it off the corner. How about Paige Poliak up to the task, making it a mess, and she goes up and lifts up the left front. What a battle for 4th.
Jared Zimbardi is your leader coming by. This time by it'll be 4 laps to go for the Juice. Jason Barney sits in 2nd. Todd Haddock holding down 3rd. 4th, Glenn Stiers, and a mess for 5th.
It really is. And Poliak messed up last time. This time a little bit smoother. But again, that bottom off of turn number 2, and Stiers almost tagged the back stretch wall. You've got to wonder if 1 more yellow would be all Barney needs to win this race. And there it might be there in turn number 2. Poliak has to pull up. Either way, we got to go yellow.
Well, this makes it interesting, doesn't it? Can Jason Barney get an identical restart to the one he just had?
And what a tough break for Paige Poliak. Really can wheel a sprint car. We're finding that out pretty fast. She won that race at Erie's with the Patriots on a slick last lap move, and everybody kind of went, oh, she's pretty good. But week in and week out moves it forward. Unfortunately, after running in a battle for 4th, pulls up on the top of the racetrack, and you have to wonder about that move she made into turn number 1 if that broke apart on the 19.
Well, guys, if I can jump in just for a minute here, I've actually seen Paige for quite a few years now because I've been going to Fremont down in Ohio just as a fan for quite a few years now. And Paige came out of the 305 ranks down there, and that is one tough group of racers down there. To win a race down there at Fremont in the 305 division is definitely an accomplishment. She won a race down there in a 360 305 challenge race as well. And then last year she had some good finishes in the 410s down there in Ohio too. So Paige knows how to wheel a sprint car, but unfortunately she's going to have to start from the tail of this field if she can get the 19 refired.
I think it all. Jason Barney looking for the restart that he had last time.
Again, the winners of this event the last 2 years command the top 2 spots as we come back to green. And that was not what Hoddick was looking for. He got really bottled up. And Barney puts it down to the bottom. And Stiers will take third away, at least for the moment.
So your top 2 break away. Jason Barney following Jared Zimbardi's tire tracks in 3 and 4. But you'll see him dive down in 1 and 2.
Hoddick able to get back onto the podium for the moment. And a mad scramble going on for about 6th. And again, that's for 6th. Zimbardi holds on to the race lead. Rim riding around the outside of the racetrack. Stiers has gone up there as well. White flag is out. Final trip around. The juice is loose in 1 and 2.
He will bring it off of corner 2, work it down the backstretch.
Oh,
Steve Collins goes around in corner 1, and he'll land abruptly in corner 1 and broke the rear end on the 67.
An odd flip that could have been a whole lot worse.
He's moving around in the car, so that's good news.
So the red flag shows with 1 to go. And a tough break. Collins, boy, you get... I've never been in a sprint car, but you get yourself back where you want to keep that wheel as straight as possible. And I think you did just hit that berm up the top of the racetrack and kind of shift sideways. Hoping it also around in turn number 3. And Zimbardi has got to be going, what more do I need to do? Well, I would look at the other side of that, Greg. Glenn Stiers is going to be feeling pretty good about one more chance to make something happen as he's been way up on the top of the speedway. Clint?
I got the doc down as he takes his helmet off, says he thinks he got in the back of Mitch a little bit. They have pulled this wheel apart, but Doc Collins is all right down here. Doc, you're all right? Any possible contact down there with Mitch Brown?
Yeah, I was racing real hard there, trying to get one more spot or two. You know, I got the wing moved back, and the car was coming on real good. I was too loose at the beginning, but it was coming on good there at the end. And just everybody was everywhere. There's no room to make a clean pass.
All right, there you have it. Doc Collins all right down here, and he will take it back to the pits. The left rear came apart and popped his tire up. In the infield. Smart move by the rookie here.
Had a nice top 5 on Sunday down at Humberstone.
Clint, what was Glenn doing there in turn 1 and 2, getting it fired up for the restart? Was he testing out the lane above the berm? Final trip, green, white together.
One more trip around the Juice, and Jason Barney lead them into 1 and 2. Nice move by Barney, but Juice has the momentum.
And I thought he would clutch the backstretch wall. Into 3 and 4, Stiers throws it in big time. Off of turn number 4, the Juice gets the win. Barney hangs on to second. Wow.
That was the most exciting third place finish I've ever seen by Glenn Stiers as the Juice wins it. Barney second, Stiers third.
Ah, what a nice finish. here for the Patriot Sprint Tour. The juice is loose out of his car. Let's hear it for him. A little sigh of relief from Jared Zimbardi. A lot of wild action behind you. You didn't totally see it, but you saw Jason Barney and Todd Hoddick. And they were... Uh-oh. Check. Oh, there we go. Tell me about that, Ron.
Yeah, it's the worst feeling in the world to see caution coming out when you're coming off of turn 4. And my heart just sank because I knew I had to do the start all over again. And I seen Barney on the bottom there running. I was just hoping that I could hold it on the top. And I did. He got up close and it made me real nervous. And I got way out and washed up, but I never lifted the throttle. And that paid off.
Were you concerned at all? Maybe the bottom was coming in, you know, that's the Barney line.
Yeah, I thought maybe his car was just coming in because I expected the bottom to be good early on and the top to come in, but I think it was the exact opposite. So that just goes to show you how much we know.
As I was telling the fans, you've been doing some other races on Friday nights. You've never been here, we talked about that earlier, but what's it coming in first time here?
Yeah, it happened to us back in 2011. I love winning at Ohsweken. I love racing at Ohsweken. And hopefully we can get up here on some local nights and try and get a few more of these shots. Thanks.
The Juice, Jared Zimbardi, scores the win. His third Patriot win of the year. Talking to Jason Barney about his second place run. Certainly eventful, especially on the final lap. But you had a line that it took a while to come in. Huh?
Yeah, Jared just, he got to the outside early, and I spent too much time on the bottom, but that's kind of been my money here, so I kind of stayed a little too long, and once I saw the outside down there and I switched, I kind of was even, but I wasn't as good as him. He did down the front stretch a lot better than I could. Maybe the only chance was to just dive bomb him on that last restart, but he's one of the good guys, so I wasn't going to go all the way up on him. I left him enough room, but he put it in there. He had better cars deserved to win. It was a great racetrack. We love coming here and wish we could come more.
Nice shot. Thank you. Jason Barney, second place finish after the win. Last season, Glenn, there's Glenn. Third place, almost second, almost wall. You sure made it interesting. Like Greg said up there, that was the most interesting third place finish we've seen in a while.
Well, you know what? That corner is so thin, and I don't want to wreck these guys because we all race together, and you know, it's so exciting to actually be able to keep up with them. But the thing was, the fastest way was around the top, so I kind of dive bomb and try to sneak back in. And that's really the only way you can pass. And the bottom kind of went away, and top was down in a spot. So it was really, we were all the same speed, so it was just somebody had to make a mistake.
Nice job.
Thanks.
Glenn Steyers rounds out your podium. They're going to take a top 3 photo. Guys, always a pleasure coming in here. Obviously, the racing speaks for itself, but it's great to work with all you guys. My privilege, cannot wait for these Sprint Car Nationals. I'm back up here. Maybe you guys can wait for it in the stands. But appreciate it. Again, for more information, PatriotSprintTour.com. Be on Twitter at Patriot Sprints or on Facebook at Patriot or Patriot Sprint Tour is the on the Facebook page for that.